Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Live here on Sunday, the 24th November 24, with myself and Paul.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Michael's still not of the best at the moment, so we're going to try and keep him to a minimum tonight, save his voice.
Yes, after nearly 4 weeks of this bloody illness, I've still got it, and I'm still having coughing fits.
Yep. So,
I think I might need to see a doctor tomorrow because it's gone for too long now. Must be some kind of sinus infection. So every time I start talking for too long, I start coughing fit.
As you can see. So we're just going to keep Michael's input to a minimum tonight, save his voice.
That all chill.
And his chest. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Wonders Free Dine, everyone's there.
Roger Coffee and Paul Johnson.
And Rachel's just walked in as well. Guess what, Rachel? We're bald.
Just about to die. I'd probably like someone's peed in my hair if you did that.
Same.
So who got snow this past week? Did anyone get any snow?
I did. I got about less than a centimetre, but yeah, both on Monday and was it on Monday? Yeah, Monday night, wasn't it? And on yesterday morning, just before Bert made it.
A lot of here when I went to work on Tuesday morning.
Yeah,
that soon went away.
Yeah, Monday night, Tuesday, hung around on the hills there. But other than that, like anywhere really above, like we said last week, around about 150 metres, the snow stuck. But when I'm like 40 metres above here, and the snow had gone, but blew me neck with it, an ice rink. It was really.
Or just we've had an annual quota for approximately five snowflakes. Shakes angry fist at the weather forecast for last week.
We're not to blame.
Seriously, I've had dandruff with more ambition than the snow we had.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I've seen your
Laura
pictures.
said did really well in my part of Derbyshire.
Yeah, I've seen your pictures on Weather Fans.
Which we'll take. We're going to take a look at those pictures in just a few moments.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, like I said, thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that business. Yeah, Laura were in a good spot there in Derbyshire, kind of Peak District, where we said last week.
Yeah, around 4 inches up to 500 gardens, 71 metres elevation. that's a
I was
good
going to say that when
recovery, really, especially for
that front moved through, it went further south than we all expected as well.
it
In
just
one
shows you
week.
how that. I was saying last week, there was still, even though it was like a 24 to 36 hours where there was still a bit of uncertainty as to where that track was going. And it just kind of proved the point that it was further south than expected. Good evening to Steffi. I'm sure the wildlife are extremely confused with these wild changes in 1 week. Yeah, this morning, thinking about, I think about 7:30 this morning, the temperature outside was nearly up to about 15.8 degrees. It went up to 16 by about 7:45 this morning.
Yeah, it went far
16
over
degrees.
Yeah. I woke up this morning.
So 16 degrees. That's incredible.
Yeah, I was going to say, I looked on my phone this morning at 6 o'clock and it was 14 degrees. I was like, what? Am I in the right? Like yesterday, the day before, it was -2. So it goes to show in 24 hours, 16-degree change in temperature.
Yeah. Sorry, just bear with me a second. Just left the room.
No, it's all right. I was going to say, there is a possibility, if you've looked on weather fans, that there is a possibility that the daily record has been broken today, all courtesy of Storm Bert, which I'll come on to in a bit once we've passed everything. Here's Michael.
Is that going to show on the screen?
No. There we go. Oh, no,
come on.
Don't want to play. You might have to take your background off, mate.
7:22 this morning, 15.8 degrees on my outdoor sensor.
Sheesh.
That was incredible.
I know it was really warm. I think it got to about 16 up here. As I was just saying, there is a possibility that the daily record has been broken, which I've obviously told you and Liz, and I put it on weather fans as well.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that post at the end of the run of the pictures we're about to show from our Facebook page.
I'll lovely go into my segue for later.
Yeah, so I'll just get that. Share screen. Well, there we go. So before we get started, let's have the. Where is it? There it is. Is that coming through clear?
Yes.
So let's take a look at your pictures from the snow event up to now here on our Facebook page. This was sent in by Matt Gill with snow falling in Immercombe, Humberside.
Yeah, it was on the
18th.
The oil refinery there in the background.
So there's the snow falling. There was the snow ice wrist warning that was done by Liz that night. We've got a midday sun halo in southeast of Scunthorpe from Andy Stones.
I want to say it's Scunthorpe. Anyway, carry on, sorry.
Very nice. Is there? What we got here? Heavy snow is falling in the Harper Hill, Derbyshire, East Midlands, just now with strong freezing cold west winds at -1 degrees. Wow. There's a good cover in there.
Here we go.
That was taken from Laura Johnson, who's in our comments. Thank you so much, Laura, for sending that in to us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by the snow you had there? I've screamed to suit, so just put my head back in the chart. Good evening to suit. That is sir. Let's continue the pictures on the Facebook. So let's move along. That's a lovely shot from Laura. Looks like fireworks just gone off on there.
It looks like a firework.
It's a snow work. It's not even black and white. It really look really good. It really look good. I'm sorry, this is why I'm not talking too much because I keep going for coughing
I was going to
fits.
say, Laura, did you do them on your phone or was it with a pro camera? Yeah, it is actually. I actually did that the other day. Is some weird looking either.
Yeah, that's me on my way to work on the Tuesday morning.
Was
Covered in snow. Didn't have too much, was like a bit of a light covering, but that soon went in the few hours after daylight. That's from Paul Wood in Tyne.
on your phone. Nice.
It's from Nicola Bailey, snow in North Wiltshire, a bit of a surprise.
Indeed, it was.
This is from James, Goldsborough, Northamptonshire.
One of the OG weather fans. And James, Laura again. Actually, hold on on the phone as well, apparently. Very artistic.
Looks very detailed, isn't it?
We need to go to the Laura Johnson School of Photography at this rate. Very arty.
Very nice, Laura. Thank you so much for sending your lovely pictures in. There was the bell warnings there for southwest of England on Thursday. Just move that across a bit.
I would have passed him. There was Storm Caetano. This is regarding Storm Bert, which we'll go to in a minute.
Yeah, have we got any more snow pictures?
From Fear.
We have indeed from Fear. I'm not sure where you are, but thank you so much for sending that in.
I remember rightly, Forest of Dean. James there in Southwest. That's
from Josh Seymour. That's a good bit of snow there. Not bad start to the snow season, is it? Snow or slush, whichever you get mostly of, or nothing.
Nottinghamshire, I remember rightly. Audio says there was a whole ring of nope, you're not having any snow around Stockport. It's called a snow dome. plenty of them.
I've got one of them in here.
I've been quite lucky considering I'm at 40 metres above sea level, next to a river.
Speaking of sea level, Sally had some as wide where he is.
Well, that would have been the hours that were just constantly going down the cheers, Laura. Josh is in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire. Yeah, great yarn. And Simon, you're an OG weather fan. UK Storm Seekers.
UK Storm Seekers.
Actually, a follower of that person on and their parents on YouTube. Go give them a look. Very good. See,
I shall take a look later on.
That's the business.
Pictures.
Yes.
And I think we're about to come into
towards the end.
I see like a dog out this morning. This is from our Anne. Look at the sky and see on us during the early hours. It's cold out there. That rain looks very icy.
I didn't go, like I said, I didn't go out anywhere yesterday, except during the afternoon when it had warmed up. The road was so icy. Anyway, skip-de-doo.
That's from Simon on the 22nd. So was that on Thursday night? I think it would be
Friday.
No, Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah, so I need to do.
Let's head into
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this impromptu live here on Weather Fans Facebook page. Currently,
Can't really
probably
see
won't
the
see.
colour.
There you
There we
go.
go.
There's a little bit of it there.
It's
Look.
actually still quite
It's the
full.
colder.
There you go. Sorry, say again, Paul.
I was saying it is still quite full. It's the colder. So I've driven past it this afternoon. It's only like a mile away from where I live. Is that particular there is about a mile up the road from where I live. It's Ledger Bridge in Murfield. I think I took another one which was further up at Murfield. But yes, there's been a lot of flooding, which I'm going to come to in my piece in a moment. But
I suppose some of this has been caused by the snow melt as well. Yeah,
snow melt and incessant rain yesterday. Now, if that rain, probably about another half-inch of rain, that's from Colby in Wakefield. That's at Chantry Bridge in Wakefield, that is. It's, like I say, it's not the highest I've seen, but that high for the colder, especially where that is. There's the Chantry there.
We've got, in the case of a few days, we've gone from snow to virtual floods, really, haven't we?
Yep.
That's rather small open drains across everyone today.
Yeah. We had that go through about 7 o'clock in the morning here. Yeah, there's been lots and lots of flooding, which we're also going to come to in a moment. Not just up here in Yorkshire, but as you can see there down in the southwest. Also, there's been a major incident declared in South Wales around Pontypridd. Have a look at that at the moment.
Yeah, we'll also bring the latest flood warnings in just a few moments.
Yeah, which I've been doing during the day when I can.
I think that's the end of that. It is. So I shall stop the sharing, come off there, and we'll turn the obligatory music off.
Yeah.
There we go. So, thank you for your pictures that you shared to us here at Weather Fans.
Indeed, yeah. Just keep sharing any pictures that you've got on our Facebook page, even on our Discord as well. I took a break off Discord, so luckily, Steffi, Michael, James, and Paul will all be monitoring that. So, yeah, mostly on our Facebook page, please. Where should we go to now? Should we go into the flooding?
Yeah, I'm just going through the comments.
Cool.
Have I missed anybody that's come in?
No.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, I'll take over.
So, yeah, Paul, what do you want to look at next?
Well, considering we've just had the flooding pages, I'm going to go straight into that, and then I'll go into the potential maximum temperatures which have been broken today. And then I'll go into the charts as well, because I'm going to let you give your throat a break, but I'll let you interject every so often when you need to. Yeah. Off you go into the comments, Michael. I'll take over from here.
I shall.
Share screen. Share. Brilliant. So, over there.
My friends, you're now full screen.
Excellent. Right. So, as you can see, there are currently 130 flood warnings and 207 flood alerts. But 81 have been removed. So, we'll have a look at the map of this. So, if I just go to the key, get rid of the flood alerts. So, as you can see, the ones on the colder have gone now. So, they're mostly on, let's have a look up here. So, that's the River Ure, which is a tributary of the Ouse. So, the Ouse at York, which has a few rivers running to it from the north, is starting to flood. So, you may see some stuff on the news about that. We've also got the River Weaver, just as around Northwich. the River Weaver down towards Crewe. Let's have a look at the Dee, just on the Welsh border. We'll move further south. We've got the River Dove, Penk, one near Michael here, Brook, near Drayton Manor, the River Reek over
You
towards.
only need to take a pee in the river and it floods there.
And then you got the Tame at Hampstead, which is in Birmingham, I believe. Or near Birmingham anyway. It's only a small amount, as you can see, near Perry Bar. And you probably got the few of the brooks around Halesoe in Smethwick, not Smethwick, Stourbridge. And then you got the team all the way down into 7. So that's another one that's starting to empty now and move out of Wales and into England. You've also got the Avon probably as well. No, actually. No, there's the Avon. You're into no, Stour and the Leam. So Warwick. Yeah, there's a few over here towards the east, towards Northamptonshire. Mostly looking at that, it's like the Ned and the Great Ouse around the west of Bedford. Yeah, I say there's quite a lot going on. So you got the Severn, and you also got, I think, a few of the rivers and brooks around Bristol and Bath. Then you got the Bristol Avon in Bradford-on-Avon. Then you got all these down in the southwest. Too many to go through, but just have a quick look through the Tone, the Tor, the Lid, Tamar, the Ashburn. So you got quite a lot there around Plymouth, Torbay, Torquay, Exeter, all the way around, even towards Bournemouth, Southampton, probably towards Winchester as well. Quickly just knock them off and have a look at the flood alerts. Too many to go through, but as you can see, mostly across the central and western parts of the UK. As I always say, if you get a flood alert come through, be on your guard. You get a flood warning, get ready to move everything upstairs. And especially if a severe flood warning comes, I don't think there will. But I mean, flooding is coming. Evacuate. Like I said, yeah. Regarding the Calder, the flood alarms actually went off in Todmorden and Bridge yesterday. There was some stuff on Facebook about that. I want to quickly have a look at the Welsh floods. Give me a sec. Let's have a look at flooding in Wales. So we'll go to English. Check flood warnings. So there are currently 2 severe flood warnings. So I would imagine these ones are. Let's have a look. You got the mono. I believe that's how it's spelled. Said, forgive me if I got it wrong. At Skenfrith. Significant risk to life and significant disruption to the community is ongoing. River levels are rising. Severe impacts are ongoing in this area. We will continue to monitor the situation. We are working with partner organisations and will respond as required. This message will be updated as the situation changes. So that's one of the 2 severe flood warnings. You've got another one on the same river, on the Mono, at Ford Run in Osbaston. Which looks like it's going close to the English border there. Same again there. Significant risk.
I thought you said something else then.
Yeah, mate.
I honestly thought you said something else then. I thought you said you basket.
Osbaston. And it's like last week when you thought I'd said something.
I thought, what?
I know, it's because I speak really, really quickly. That's the problem. So, yeah. Ford Road, Osbaston.
Weird accent. I think it must be a Yorkshire accent.
Probably is. So, this road here
I really
um,
didn't.
cruise control. And anyway, so yeah, it's this road here, probably down there towards Osbaston itself. Yeah, so this is another river that's overtopping currently. You've got 29 flood warnings, the Usk, the Dee, the Lwyd, the Taff. I'm not even going to pronounce half of these names because I'll just decimate them. The Y in the defended areas, the Rhondda, the Ely, the Severn, the Usk, the Y, the Towie, obviously the Mono, Severn, around Welsh Pool, Butlington, Andilio and Abergweli. I don't know. That's the Towie anyway. But yeah, there's quite a lot of flooding going on over there in Wales. A lot of that water will feed into like the Severn, the ones down further down towards Gloucester, Hereford, the Usk. Probably, yeah. So just keep an eye on the situation if you are in them areas. So I'll quickly have a look at Scotland. I did try to look on Northern Ireland's one, but it's so complicated to get into. So if anyone has an idea on how you can get into that one, let me know. Only 3 flood warnings in Scotland, and they are around Ayr, Dumfries and Galloway, and in Orkney, Churchill Barriers. So there's 3 flood warnings over in Scotland. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on now that Storm Bert has moved away. Excuse me. Obviously, Storm Bert has dumped a heck of a lot of rain, which is now feeding into the watercourses from the mountains and moving further downstream. So if it's not flooded in your area yet, keep an eye on this website, which is gov.uk/check-flooding. That will direct you either to Wales, Scotland, or Northern Ireland if you're in them areas. Click on Start Now, and that will bring up this page. Obviously, you can stick in your postcode. Let's say, for instance, I don't know, let's put in Leeds, because that's nearest to me. Come up with different ones. See, so you say flood works in this area. Yeah, low risk tomorrow, and I'll give you a general idea on what things are happening. That's just an instance. But yeah, gov.uk/check-flooding or checkforflooding.service.gov.uk. I think they're on the Facebook website anyway. So yeah, feel free to check them. Right, moving along to storms. Obviously, we're on Storm Bert. The next one will be Connell, if it's named by either Met Éireann or the Met Office, or the Netherlands Met Office as well. The Royal Netherlands Meteorological, whatever. So yeah, we had Storm Ashley, which moved through in October. Obviously, we've just had Bert. Who knows when we'll get Connell? I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Then again, I haven't looked at the maps. Right. So as I was saying earlier, or as I was alluding to, there is a possibility that the November 24th record has been broken, which is 17.2 degrees Celsius. That was recorded in Prestatyn in 1970. I've looked on NetWeather. Quickly just change this tab and then share. There is a very, very good chance, I would say around about 80% chance that record had been broken today. 19 at Lake and Heath and Mildenhall. I would say they'd probably go for the London Heathrow one or Norwich Weather Centre as a thing. But as you can see there, 7 o'clock this morning at Brize Norton, was 18 degrees Celsius, which ties in with what Michael was saying regarding the warmth
That's
where he is.
incredible temperature for this time of year.
Isn't it just? Let me just quickly have a look. I don't know what the maximum overnight temperature is. I don't know if we can find that on here. Let me just quickly go to Toro. Maximum temperature, minimum temperature, pre-sip. Let's have a look at the pre-sip. So for November, 253 millimeters. Oh, that's like 2009. It's not even going to get touched. So yeah, there is a good possibility that that temperature has just been wiped. It was 17.2. It will be interesting. I don't know if you can have a look for us, Michael, and see if the Met Office have said anything. Regarding this.
Yep, sorry, I realised I had them.
No, it's all right. I was just saying, like, if you could just see if the Met Office have said anything on social media about it yet. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll take a look in the background now.
Cheers, buddy. So yeah, like I said, that's that. Tomorrow's is, let me quickly have a look. So for the 25th, it'll be 17. Just come back to the tab. There we go. So you can see there, 25th, 17 degrees. I don't think that, like I said, I've not really looked at the charts. But from what I understand, the cooler air has moved through now, or is moving through. Just quickly having a squiz on thingy. Nah, it's not going to get touched. I'll come to that in a moment. So yeah. Also, this is on Toro. So if any of you guys, girls, and however, people, Toro is a good place to look for extreme temperatures, wind, stuff like that. They do, must have, as I say, especially for us storm chasers when they can be bothered. They update. Yeah, they do all sorts on here. Yeah, anyways, so that's that. Now 8:30, 25 to 9. Let's have a look, see if we've got any comments. Evening, James, and evening to Paul, our trusted moderators. Welcome. At the beginning, anyways, I was 20 minutes late. Heather being late. So yeah, if you do see anyone that's causing a issue, you know what to do. Anyhow,
Paul, so I've got a message from here from the Met Office regarding
Cool.
rainfall as up to 4 a.m. on Saturday morning. Storm Bert has given quite a lot of areas of Wales and parts of Devon. We had about 150 millimeters of rain in Tai Yan Wan. Sounds like something Chinese. Nutty Glow in Wales, 146 millimeters. White Borough in Devon, 142 millimeters. That's from the Environmental Agency. Cry Reservoir, Wales, about 140 millimeters. So obviously this might have gone up, obviously, since this morning. I'll probably expect more of these totals to be up a bit later on or overnight tonight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
there's another thing as well. Sorry, another thing.
Yeah.
They said on their X, it's been very mild day in parts of England. 3 days ago, Santon Downham's maximum temperature was just 2.7 degrees. Today, the thermometer has reached 18.7 degrees.
There we go.
That's the one.
That's the one. I was just having a look in the background. Yeah, as you can see, massive difference in temperatures there. 16 degrees there. I mean, here, around about, go about 13 degrees. But yeah, as you can see there, she's on the Met Office's X/Twitter. Yeah, so also, like I say, keep up to date with the Met. Environment Agency, as you can see here. Let's have a look. So they are putting up stuff in Bewdley. Whitworth in Lancashire, as you can see there. Culvert at Daniel Street. A wall has collapsed close to a culvert. Thankfully, this shouldn't pose no risk to flooding or risks to lives. Some playing fields may get wet. But yeah, you can see them out and about cleaning the leaf, the gutter, the screens, as I call them. Debris screens, that's the word. So, yeah, it's quite a lot there to keep up on. And as it says, don't drive through floodwater. If you do, you're a plank, in my opinion. If you don't know what you're doing, especially they say around about 30 centimetres of water can hydrostatic. Can just, especially when you get that bow wave. But it also helps flood houses as well. So, yeah, if you're driving through flood water in a built-up area, you need your head checking because you're just going to cause more trouble than it's worth, really. And I don't think the fire brigade want to be pulling you out when they can be helping people out of their homes. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting, and I'm going to go into over here. I'll have a look at the GFS because I'm going to do the charts today. Give Michael's voice a rest. Let's have a look at sea level pressure. As you can see there, Storm Bert. That starts to fill during tomorrow, bringing a spell of windy weather across Scotland mostly. But as it fills, that wind will ease off. It's Tuesday, in between, in a bit of a cold, really. We've got low pressure to our west and to our east. We've got high pressure to our north and south. So yeah, pretty much in a cold there for Tuesday, with no real dominant pattern emerging. Got the low pressure associated with Storm Bert filled just in the northern North Sea, just off Norway. I'll be bringing in, I wouldn't say too cold of air, but it'll be colder than it has been over the weekend. Into Wednesday, you've got high pressure building here. You've also got a bit of a lower than average pressure building in the channel. That'll be interesting to look at in a short while, but that looks to be moving away into Thursday. It's
would be interesting to see what the upper airs are doing with that little low pressure.
I'll have a look. I'll actually have a look at them shortly. Actually, I can pull them up side by side.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'll go back. So we'll go into tomorrow. So tomorrow we're in cooler air, not cold, but cooler compared to what we have had. As you can see, there's the warmer air here to the right. Let's pull this forward now. So you can see Storm Bert moving away again. Could bring some -5 isotherm across Scotland, the very north of Scotland on Tuesday. Into Wednesday, that -5 just lingering around northern Scotland. I'll have a look at the precip in a moment. I'm going to see if I can find that. And so there is some precip knocking about, as you can see there, across the borders and into Scotland as well. I would say may fall as snow, especially over some elevation. We'll have a look at the temperatures of that.
Take a look at the snow level on that.
Yes. Where do we have that? I know we do have it. There it is. Snow risks. Precip type. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Oh, there's snow depth. Precip type. Snow risk. Let's go back on that one. So there's a chance, as Michael rightly pointed out there, that there could be some snow across the North Pennines and into Cairngorms, probably. on that. Let's go back to the 850s. With that modified northerly wind, it's obviously coming over the top of this higher pressure, but it's coming in from the northeast. Actually, I want to put this one back. No, I'll leave that on precip. And then Thursday, we've got no real dominant pattern there. We're in a ridge of high pressure. Just bring this back. There you go. See well, not a ridge, but we're under influence of high pressure. We're not in a dominant pattern or anything. But we've got another potent storm brewing up here in the Atlantic. That high pressure is really giving it a good go. It's properly holding out up there on Friday. Rain starting to get into Ireland and Western Scotland as well. So let's have a look at the snow risk for that. See if there's any snow risk. No. So look at
with the southwesterly, with very little, to be honest.
Yeah, I was just trying to check, but yeah, you got a southwesterly there coming in. Obviously, you got some southeasterly there as well. So you've got a plunge of warm air coming up. This storm doesn't look like it will affect us, but we'll be in for a period of strong winds. As you can see there by them kinks, there will be some gusts, some like leeward gusts as it goes over the Pennines and the Scottish Mountains. Might be a bit of Fern effect in play there on Saturday. That low just pretty much fills in situ. That warm air affects most of England, possibly into Scotland as well on Sunday of next week. And just moving on. Looks like it's trying to bring us back into a southwesterly pattern with high pressure to the south and the east. And that looks like it's going to start to become a bit more dominant, shall we say, going into late next week. Well, the week after next, which is obviously fantasy land for us Met heads. Yeah.
How's the jet stream looking? To me, it looks like it's going from southwest, mid-Atlantic up towards between Iceland and Scotland.
So it's coming up against that high pressure. And
no, it's splitting.
Yeah, you got an arm of it going there and the more dominant one going off up here. So where this low is here, it's spinning up there. I think the jet's more or less going up there, and then you've got an arm of it going off down here as well. So it'll be interesting.
Not Spain and Portugal again.
Yeah, I know they're getting a lot of it at the moment. Just as we move on, that low that was over.
It's quite stormy actually for that.
Yeah.
But the run
one there. So obviously this is 2 weeks away. But this is beginning of December now. Yeah, could be.
Maybe run through that again, but put both the jet streams on, but one with the previous run as well.
If I just put that to the 06, there we go. I'll have a comparison of the jets. I'll pull that back.
So it's not like a one-off thing.
Yeah. Bit of agreement there.
In a good agreement there.
Yeah. You can see it's pretty much in agreement for this week's weather. Let's have a look.
There's a bit of a difference.
So even like up to Monday next week. So even like up to a week away, I think it's in agreement, and then it starts when this. Obviously, on here it's a little less defined than what it is on the 12Z run.
Yeah.
And then it breaks off here on the 12Z, whereas on the 06Z it's more of a loop, so that a low pressure would be stuck there, wouldn't it?
They've both got a cut-off low in the Mediterranean there, so they could cause some flooding for parts of Italy and Greece.
Yeah, up there in towards the Balkans as well. Could be a bit. I wouldn't particularly say a Medicaid, but you never know, especially with a cut-off low. Could be a little Medicaid brewing up there. And that, as you can see, there's big disagreement between the two, up to 10 days between the two.
Well, I think that the green on this, the strong power jet coming out of America.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather's going to be like over there this week. I've not looked. That might be worth a look at with, between ourselves and maybe put it on Facebook. But I've not heard anything. But this 06 head run had the jet a lot stronger further north than this one. And then you can see on the 6 head run, the jet is a lot more potent moving towards us, which would help push away any higher pressure, I would imagine.
But getting more in agreement as well.
Yeah, but then, like you say, there towards like 14 days away, a bit more agreement. So I think there's a bit of disagreement in that in-betweeny bit. So not next week, but the week after is a bit of disagreement. I'll have a look at that in a moment on the ECM.
Yeah, Paul, can I just pause you there for a second, please?
Yeah, crack on, mate.
Yeah, good. Good evening to Gav's weather bid too. He's joined us this evening. So good evening, Gav. For joining us this tonight.
Good evening, Gav. The probabilities chart on let's call it the ECM. Let's quickly come to that actually. So this is going well into January as well. Obviously that's the realms of fantasy. But well into December, it's showing a block on the ECM, but there's a bit of NAO positive, so west dominant, so northwest, west, southwest kind of thing. But going into first week of December, the ECM is showing a good block, and well into thing as well as Atlantic Ridge, which is your purples. NAO negative, which is east, north and east, and then there's no regime, which is grey. So yeah, it's pretty much up to the 4th of December, which is a week on Wednesday. It's quite dominant for a ridge on the ECM, and well into January as well, apparently. Let's have a look at the last one. So this would have been on the 23rd, so yesterday. And you can see it's showing lower pressure well into, obviously there's today for the first 3 days. And then from Thursday onwards, it's no regime. And then into high pressure, then no regime, then lower pressure, well into December to the week for the swear word, which I won't say on here. It begins with C and ends with mus. And then, yeah, it's just showing higher than average pressure across the board well into January with a blocked pattern / bit of NAO negative / ridge compared to the lower pressure, which is, the Atlantic driven regimes, which are the NAO positive. Yeah, very interesting just in a day what's changed really there, look. Obviously it's taking that low in towards Thursday, and then it takes over with high pressure all the way through, and there's no dominant for about a week in the middle of December. Then there's a little bit of lower, and then no dominant, then back into high pressure. So it's going for high pressure towards the end of December and into January on the ECM. let me quickly go back, and I will just quickly. Where are we? And I have it somewhere. Where are you? We'll go into the means, then I'll have a quick another look at the things. So yeah, we've had a look at the GFS. Let's have a look at the ECM weekly mean precipitation anomalies. You can see this week we are going to be, let's have a look at the legend so I don't get it wrong. No. Oh no, go away. It's decided it wants to do its own thing. Sorry.
What are you doing, you?
Dave. So yeah, I think the green's higher, isn't it, Michael?
We're looking at precipitation.
Yes.
Yes. If you, Paul, if you go to the bottom right-hand corner, you've got the square button and the one next to it. It's that one. Click into that.
Yeah.
There's your key button.
Yeah. Anyway,
your brown and orange. Your oranges are your drier. Your greens are your wetter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so
and
this
good evening
week,
to the best of Sweden who's joined us as well.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this week's a bit mixed. Drier than average towards the north, a little bit wetter than average along the south, and into Ireland as well. So yeah, high pressure building. Let's have a look at the next one, which is the 2nd to the 9th of December. Average to a little bit of wetter along the west, which is indicative of that low pressure that I was showing you on the GFS out towards the west, but high pressure across Europe and into the UK, southeasterlies, southwesterlies, just feeding up warmer air, so nothing really dominant there. No real signal on middle of December, from the 9th to the 16th. Maybe a bit drier than average.
It might just be average, to be honest.
Yeah, probably because high pressure's over us. So yeah, I would imagine high pressure's here to the south, probably bringing up.
It could be a transitional process as
Yeah,
well. It could be
yeah.
going from high pressure to low pressure or vice versa.
Yeah, let's have a look for 16th to the 23rd. It's showing a little bit wetter than average across Scotland and Northern Ireland. I would imagine that's southwesterlies, personally. Maybe even across the northwest as well, as you can see there, and the Wirral, North Wales into northwest England, a little bit wetter than above average. Everywhere else pretty much on average, or no signal. Christmas week, that's what higher than average pressure across the Atlantic. What would you say, Michael?
Repeat that last bit again, sorry.
I was saying there's looking like higher than average pressure out in the Atlantic, or drier than average, you know what I mean? I'll come to the pressure in a moment. But no real signal across the UK.
It could be just average. It could be in between. Could have transitions of high and low pressure. Maybe there's low pressure sweeping through some interludes.
And there's the first week in January. No real signal, a little bit wetter than average above northwestern Scotland. Drier than average across pretty much Europe and the Atlantic. Could be an elongated high pressure there somewhere. I'll quickly go to mean sea level. Excuse me. Let's go to the legend. So, a lower than average pressure out in the Atlantic for this week. So for the beginning of this week, higher than average over Scandi and Eastern Europe. Look at the next. Still high pressure across Scandi and Eastern Europe, around the Baltics, across Germany, Sweden. Could be colder air moving in over the top of that to Siberia, obviously, and then who knows? Just living in the realms of Fantasyland. Yeah, lower than average pressure across Greenland and Newfoundland. Yeah, we're air coming in from the southeast on that one, I would imagine, and southwest. Then, what's the word, Michael? Retrogresses.
Regression.
So yeah, moving out of Scandian into the Atlantic. That's what we like to see, but yeah, we could. It'll be drier, but the wind will be modified somewhat by the Atlantic.
Could be a dirty high.
Dirty high. Yeah. Plenty of moisture being fed into it. So as Michael says, a dirty high there for the second week in December.
If this was to come off, Paul, when I was
off,
looking at the long-range models back in the very early autumn, they'll show a lot of high pressure for this time of year.
So yeah, this is also showing higher than average pressure, more retrogression. Northwesterlies, not cold, unless we get a plunge from the north. Obviously, we want that to be more out here and more dominant out over Greenland, Iceland, and into the Atlantic as well. So yeah, higher than average pressure from the second week onwards, according to the ECM. If it come off, it would be, I don't know, it could be dirty. It could be a dirty high, as Michael says, because there's a lot of moisture getting fed into it, and it hasn't got anywhere to go. But
yeah, it's off the Atlantic, and it's
just going to get fed into all that moisture. Is just going to get fed into it.
You couldn't rule out any maybe cold fronts coming down from the northwest, maybe clearing the air a bit. So I have to say at the point, I'm sorry, I'm coughing.
No, it's okay. But like I was saying, could be out of Greenland, Newfoundland, but it'd have to be really, really cold air. It's got to travel across the Atlantic as well. So yeah, that's the ECM. Let's have a look. The 850s. Oh, 10s, 10 HPAs. Let's have a look at the.
Have you done the temperatures as well?
Yeah, bro.
Did you have the temperatures as well for the same period?
I do a tele. Sorry, my bad. Temps. There we go. Surface temps. There we go. I've got them.
Unusual keys.
Yeah, so we're a little bit below average to average, I would say, around the UK this week. A little bit warmer than average across Europe. Nothing really standing out in terms of cold on that ECM. Into next week, more colder air coming into Europe with us just a little bit above average, about 1 to 3 degrees above average. Maybe a degree or two more above average.
To me, Paul, with that run there, that cold air coming to Europe will be in association with that high pressure towards Scandi, bringing the cold air down from the Arctic. Yeah,
it'll be coming in over the back end of that high pressure, won't it? Into like the Ukraine, Belarus, Estonia, over here into the Balkans, not the Balkans, the Baltics, and over towards Italy as well. That's the 2nd to the 9th. So here's the 9th to the 16th, showing once again warmer than average temperatures, only by a degree or two, maybe a bit more across Ireland and the Republic, Northern Ireland and the Republic, sorry. Probably because southwesterly coming up there. Ours is just a little bit above. I would say that's going to be a dirty high personally, because the temperatures are going to be warm, a little bit above average. So that to me, probably an inversion. Have a look at the week before. Yeah, week before Christmas once again. Stuck under that high pressure, temperatures between 0 to 1 degree above average. So they're not going to be too high, you're not going to be too low. On this run anyway, it could all change tomorrow. And even there into the first week of January, nothing really startling at the moment. I was just going back. So yeah, there's nothing really like bang. There's a cold snap that's standing out, except for that high. If it stays clear, it could be cold, especially with a northwesterly wind. But I think me and Michael are in agreement. It will be a dirty high, possibly. That's the caveat. Not saying it's going to be. It's a possibility.
If you go back to the surface temperatures, mate.
Yeah, I'm on them.
Sorry, not surface. The sea level pressure charts.
Yep. SLM. Yep.
That's it. Just if you click into the date on the left-hand side of your screen, top left-hand corner, that one there. Just go back down one and just see if it's in agreement compared to what it is on the latest. Just quickly flick through them.
Yeah, so
good evening to Matthew, by the way. Who's joined us.
Evening. Yeah, so that's Saturday.
Quickly run through these and see if they're in agreement, unless it's just an outlier.
Yeah, so I don't know, there's agreement somewhat there. Obviously, it's building up higher than average pressure across Scandi. So compared to Saturdays, and even go back one more Friday, yeah, I would say for this week anyway, there's agreement. Let me quickly move on to the week after. So that's going for a high pressure across Europe and into the Atlantic. Let's have a look at Saturday. Yeah, into the Azores, sorry. That, once again, pretty much the same. And then today
it's got low pressure towards northwest coming out of Canada.
Well, this one's going for Scandi high, or at least higher than above average. Compare that to yesterday, which more centred across Central Europe. So that's that. So from Friday, as you can see there, was building it up across Central Europe and the Azores, as Michael says. Saturday, the Azores, Central Europe, maybe a little bit there towards Greenland and Iceland. Today, mostly centred across Scandi and ourselves, a little bit more above the Azores. So, yeah, so that's going for high pressure towards next week. Let's see, Saturday, not as strong a signal, but
it's more flatter on that one, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've got Friday. So Friday and Sunday are quite equal, in my opinion. So that's Friday, and that is Sunday. But Saturday was more flatter, so that would be indicative of the jet stream more to the north, or over us anyway.
Definitely westerly there.
Yeah. Let me quickly go to next week. So this is the 16th to the 23rd. I'll go to today's run. So that's today's run. That is Saturday's run. And that is...
So more of a southwesterly there.
Yeah, that's Friday's run. So that would be coming over the top, wouldn't it? So it'd be west-northwesterly kind of a setup, maybe west or northwest.
Gav's said as flat as a pancake.
Yeah. That's today's...
It's not looking good at the minute for a white Christmas, is it?
Nope. Far from it. Here's the week, Christmas week. Let's go back to Friday. High pressure. But more of a southwesterly.
Yeah.
So, jet coming up here. We're still on the warmer side of the
spot between Scotland and Iceland.
Yeah. Ooh. Could we get a bit of an easterly there?
Yeah, a bit of southeasterly, modified southeasterly.
Yeah, I was going to say the the warmer air seems to be piddling off into the Atlantic, where that would be,
There's not really much sign of anything cold towards December there.
no, unless something was showing low pressure here, which would then, obviously, for a base to come, we'd want low pressure out here and then it tracking a nice easterly into the UK. Sunday, once again, back to flat as a pancake. Let's go into the last week. So that's today's run. That's Saturday's run. And that's Friday's run.
No signs of any cold towards Christmas.
No. Should we have a look at the precip quickly? On like between
yeah, just quickly run through there because
I'll quickly go towards Christmas week. There's Christmas week, so this is the week before Christmas. This is today's run. This is yesterday's run, and that's
the
Friday's run. So nothing really showing. Let's go to Christmas week. So that's today's run. That's yesterday's run. So Saturday. This is Friday's run. Nah, no signals yet. In terms of precip, anyway.
No, as it stands, it's like Christmas could be perhaps wetter in the north and quite mild, really. Depending.
Yeah, I would imagine just up to the north. I don't really know what to say about that. Maybe winter
not looking promising at the moment.
I'll just see what Gav's reading through. Some of the comments. Maybe winter will start in January. You know what? Well, I want to quickly have a look at the CFS before we wrap up. I'll have a look at that. So obviously we want to take data from more than one model. Low pressure, which we'd expect over North Pole, high pressure around the edge of that, and over Newfoundland, Canada for the rest of November. This is December. Low pressure out to the west, high pressure out towards the south and east. Whee! Southeasterly, southwesterlies. If you only could see what I was just doing at my screen then. Low pressure right over the top of us for January. The high pressure blocking out towards Scandi and Central Europe. That'll be blocking any kind of easterly coming. That'll be more of a southwesterly or southeasterly again. Not good, not bueno. February. Not bueno, is it? I don't know.
That'd be more of a northeasterly, high pressure. Northeasterly.
Yeah, obviously she's like what 3 months away, 4 months away. So we'll have a look at March quickly. Lower pressure, so it's going for high pressure for December, obviously for the rest of this month. Low pressure not too far away though, but yeah, it's going to be. Don't want to talk about it really. It's not good. It's not good for wintry weather, is it really? It's not looking good at all. So low pressure, southwesterlies. Low pressure, southwesterlies. Yeah, unless there's some kind of a pattern change in the next week or two, something that obviously is going to come out of America that could change the pattern, or a bit of this atmospheric warming or something along them lines. I think we're stuck in this pattern now, where it's just going to be high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west, battleground, in my opinion. Got a notification that the Arctic stratosphere is cold enough for a production of polar stratospheric cloud. Yikes, said Steffi. Yeah, so can't forecast that. I agree with you there, TBOS. I agree with you. You cannot. It's very, very temperamental. So, yeah, it's going to be one of them. A single snowflake would be nice, said Paul to Froglegs, but I think a bit more than a single snowflake would be nice on Christmas Day, wouldn't it? But as it looks, let me just quickly go back to it, to December. It's a blocked pattern, in my opinion. It's blocked to the east. Nothing's going to come in, really, unless it sneaks in around the back of the high pressure and it's like this slinks away towards the Azores. Could get a little bit of northeasterly coming in. Yeah. What do you reckon, Mike?
It's not looking good, is it? Gav says can't forecast snizzle.
Exactly. Or is it mizzle? Snizzle. Snizzle my jizzle.
Snizzle that mizzle.
Snizzle that gizzle. Gavel, whatever, I don't know. I'm going to shut up because I'm going to fall asleep in a minute. Can foresee, don't you mean can't foresee anything? Can't foresee something. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I think we've gone through enough for one night. Michael needs to go and rest. I need to go and get a drink of tea because my throat's starting to get a bit dry as well. And yeah, this week's going to be a bit of a pattern change. Obviously, we've had the cold weather, and we're going to move into more of a, like I said, towards the east and west. Maybe a bit of high pressure over us. Other than that, it's just going to be business as usual, I think. What do you reckon, Michael?
It's going to be a bit dry for what it is now, to be honest. But then again, it can't be any much wetter, can it?
It cannot. Thank you, Gav. So yeah, we'll call it a night.
Although, I wonder why the names didn't come off the screen there. That's got a bad run.
So yeah, we'll call it a night there. Steffi's still in the stream to see us out. Or should we let Gav say it tonight? Oh, Steffi is there. So yeah, we'll
thank you for your kind comments, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we'll be back next week at 8 o'clock. Don't forget to tune in to Gav's streams on Wednesday and maybe Friday for his pub run. Depends on how he's feeling. And also on Sunday, 6 o'clock.
So, yeah. And there's such a thing. Snizzle is actually snow, which is drizzle. It's just like fine bits of snow.
Yeah.
Not like graphical where it's a bit bigger. Snizzle is a word. It should be in the dictionary.
The headmistress has spoken and we can roll the credits. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to Paul for doing most of the talking tonight. Nice. As you can hear, I'm still not right after nearly 4 weeks. And I think it's time to visit the doctor now because it's gone long enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you all for watching. On behalf of myself and Paul, thank you for tuning in. And we shall see you on next Sunday. Excuse me again.
Yeah, you can roll the credit
live on Wednesday and Sunday, and maybe Friday night live. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
keep an eye on Gav's watching, and I need to find that video.
Roll the credits.
Where's my?
You can't find the button.
Okay, thanks for watching.
I'll just leave the studio. That'll be fine. Bye, everyone.